Chairman Sir, there's a bit of a correction. Our number is 570, not 530. So we are 40 over and above what the Chairman said. So it's such a pleasure to have so many visitors coming here, along with 50 odd regulators, as Abhay said. And as the Chairman also explained, that India is a pharmacy to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be surprised to know that outside of US, Europe and Japan, which are three most stringently regulated markets of the world, we supply to 200 odd rest of the world countries. And our exports, which currently stand at about $17 billion, are vertically divided 50% to the regulated markets, particularly and predominantly to the United States, and 50% to the rest of the world countries. And when you look at the volumes to the rest of the world countries are far in excess when compared to the regulated market. So any which way you look at it, we have a combination, an optimal mix of regulated markets, which are profitable for the industry, and then the rest of the world market, which is kind of divided into 3 or 4 zones: semi-regulated, lesser regulated, and highly regulated, almost akin to the regulated markets. So it's a wonderful combination wherein you have the mix of different countries, and we as a pharmacy to the world cater to the entire world. We are formulary to the world in addition to being a pharmacy to the world. One more thing that I'd like to highlight specifically, as the Chairman touched upon it, was 2 beautiful lounges which have been created in this IPHEX, which are very unique features of this IPHEX. One is the Innovation Lounge, where you must have heard recently, both from the Ministry of Health as well as Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, that we wish to reduce our dependence on key starting raw materials and API, the bulk pharma, which are being currently imported for the formulations in,
Commerce Ministry.
Yeah, sure. And our own Ministry of Commerce also is deeply engaged with this issue under whose aegis Pharmexcil falls, to ensure that we bring down the dependence on China for these critical raw materials, because almost 90% of the domestic formulations are based on these APIs. A lot of work has already been done by Pharmexcil under the leadership of the Chairman as well as our Director DG, and India will move forwards to make sure that we become completely self-sufficient for the domestic part of it, because in terms of exports, we are already exporting $6 billion worth of APIs to highly regulated markets. So it's a very, very unique combination wherein we export $6 billion worth of APIs and import $6 billion from China. That needs to change. So that's another area that we're working on. And secondly, what Abhay just now touched upon was the lounge for the regulator, where we have 25 regulators from India, 50 regulators out from rest of the countries, 100 odd countries who come and grace this occasion. All our customers, all our regulators amongst themselves are going to, kind of interact with each other and try and see that there is complete harmonization of regulation. Because when you reach out to 200 countries, you are a highly regulated industry. You need to make sure that regulations by and large remain the same. So much so that United States and Europe are working very cohesively on this issue of harmonization, so that there is a reciprocity, there is a reciprocal approval, that in case you are approved by an EU authority, that should also be treated as an approval for US. It's a long distance. It's something which is going to take a couple of years to manage and handle and reach to that particular objective. But at least some very positive steps have started happening. So on similar lines, if these 200 odd countries can work out a harmonized regulatory setup, the industry will benefit, the countries will benefit, and overall the world at large will live in a very cohesive kind of an environment. With these words, I once again welcome you all to this interactive meet with the press.